Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session of a live counter review using technical analysis. So for today, the flow will be same as per usual. First up, I'll go through the economic calendar. Then afterwards, I'll talk about the indices and commodities. Then followed by some of the sectors like uh, the Magnificent Seven, the US banks, semicons, as well as EV. Then last but not least, I'll also talk about the counters that you have typed in the Q&A chat. Yeah, so first up, I'll talk about economic calendar. First, tonight, not much stuff except FOMC member Kugler speaking at 10:30. Tomorrow, there's consumer credit at 3 a.m. And FIB small business optimism at 6 p.m. Going to Wednesday, Morfett speaks, FOMC member daily speaking at 2 a.m. The API crude oil stock at 4:30 p.m. We have crude inventories at 10:30 p.m. at night. Okay, then going into Thursday will be the important one. Will be the FOMC meeting minutes. That's at 2 a.m. on Thursday. Then also there's CPI data at 8:30 p.m. A couple of usual jobless claims. Afterwards, FOMC member Bowman speaking at 10 p.m. Then on Friday, more Fed Goolsbee speaking at 12 a.m. 12:30 a.m. There's FOMC member Harker speaking. Then Friday 8:30 p.m. there will be PPI data. Okay, then another one will be the Michigan inflation and consumer expectations. That's at Friday 10 p.m. Then there's also FOMC member Williams speaking at 11 p.m. on Friday. So that's roughly, in terms of the key highlights, I would say would be the CPI, so as the PPI Thursday, Friday, then also the FOMC meeting minutes on Thursday 2 a.m. as well. So that's some of the key things to watch out for economic calendar. Yeah. Then so I'll go talk about some of the indices and commodities next. So first out, looking at Bitcoin. Actually, Bitcoin has been relatively strong compared to some of the other instruments in the recent sell down. Only yesterday there was a breakdown below 81.6K, which has held for quite long. And back to this support, this swing low support at 78K, which has tested twice previously when there's been a bit of rebound. So I think over here there might be a bit of a short-term support. It could bounce a little bit over here, but likely to face a lower high resistance just because of the recent breakdown as well as the overall sentiment. So the 5 MA level could serve as a bit of resistance, perhaps above like 79 to about 80K level. There could be some resistance that could make the price come down. Yeah, so I think overall, it could still trend lower because overall we have this downtrend resistance line. Yes, not be able to get past it, and then there was a fresh breakdown recently. So I think we could see Bitcoin go a bit lower. Next support level probably around 72.7K. So going back in the past, this was like a previous horizontal resistance over here. And then the next key level will be closer to about 68. Yeah, 68K was also a previous resistance. That's closer to an upward trendline support in blue over here. So I think this will be another key support I'm looking out for as well, which has served as a trendline support since October 2023. So if the price does come to these levels, so that's for Bitcoin. Next one I'll talk about is on Dow Jones. So for Dow Jones, last Friday was quite bearish. Broke down this uptrend, this upward support line over here at around 40K, the psychological level as well. So I think next support level, it could go towards perhaps closer to about 36 point. The next strong level I would say is about 36.5 to about 37.3K area. So yeah, previously this zone over here was previous resistance of a consolidation over here. Yeah, so this would be a stronger support. Then when I look over at the weekly time frame earlier, I think this was also a MA support. Yeah, so if it does come down to this level, on the weekly it will be around a 200-day. So 200-day, since I'm going to refer to the MAs quite a lot today. So the red color line is the 50 period MA. The green line is the 100 period MA as well, and then the 200 period is the purple line. So currently on the weekly, it's tested the this green line over here, but has not found any confirmation of support. So assuming following the trend, the next key support that you could test probably closer to this 36.2 thousand level on the 200 MA for on the weekly lah. So this would coincide with the horizontal previous resistance. So if it does indeed come to this price, then I think there's a high chance there will be some short-term bounce from this level. Yeah. Okay, so that's for Dow Jones. Next one I'll talk about is the Nasdaq. Yeah, so for Nasdaq, this one is I think is the weakest. So there was so broke down of the uptrend channel as well as support line. Then sell off Thursday, Friday. So Friday closed around this support level around 15.6K, but tonight there's a gap down. So next key level I would think is probably closer. The strong level I would think if it does come to this level will be around 14.5K. So 14.5K over here was a previous quite important level because it was a previous this marked the breakdown level during the 2022 bear market. The breakdown started over here, did a retest and then trended lower. Then subsequently during the recovery, this also served as a bit of resistance before price did a back test over here before moving high. So I would think this is a very important level, 14.5K. Yeah. So going on to the weekly, same thing. For the MA, this also coincides with the 200 MA level. So if price does come down to this level, I think it will be it could be a good position, a good entry level for a short-term bounce, I think, for the Nasdaq. Yeah, so that's for Nasdaq. See whether it can find some support over here. Then next one for S&P. Yeah, S&P also sell off currently. Last close was around 5,070 on Friday. I think most likely to retest this upward support line today. So I have this upward support line since the COVID March bottom of since March 2020 COVID bottom. So if it does retest this line, it's around 4,930 lah. So which considered a swing low support. So I think see whether it could hold this line today in intraday lah. See whether it can try to close above it for a short-term bounce. Yeah, if not, the next key strong support level I think will be around 4,800, which was a previous resistance which marked the peak in 2022. It's also another level to take note. Yeah, then going into the weekly, currently is about the 100 MA support on the weekly. Yeah, then the 200 MA level is about closer to 4,670. So over here, this area might be the support area between 4,000, around 4,008 to 4,009. Yeah, so that price could do a bit of bounce. So let's see how it goes. I'll move on to talk about gold. So gold definitely has been a bit more resilient. So for gold, but I think for gold, there's still likely to be a bit of still likely to be dragged down by the current sentiment. So a bit overstretched, I would think. So basically, it's trading within this main uptrend channel. Then price had a strong move upwards outside of this channel last week, and then subsequently there's you see the momentum coming down as it breaks below some of the short-term moving averages like the 5 MA, this blue color line, the red line, the 10 MA. So I think likely to just see a bit of a slight consolidation, could likely retest this 2,940 previous range consolidation breakout level that could as a bit of support in the short term. So just a bit of a pullback from a bit of overextended area and then do a bit of a consolidation sideways. Yeah, on the weekly, likely to see a retest of this 10 MA level around 2,960 as well. Yeah. So that would be quite close to 2,940, this support level that it might just consolidate for a while. Okay, then next I'll talk about is WTI oil. So for oil, the breakdown of key level at 65, the support level. So below that, the next key support, I would think is closer to maybe 57.4, 57.5. So I had to go back quite a while to find the swing low. So this was back in 2021 March. And previously, this was quite a strong support for some time. So 27.4 to 27.5 may be a level to watch out for oil, where it might do a bit of a bounce from this level. In terms of resistance, I would think probably if it does a retest of the 5ME, this blue color line, it might see a bit of resistance. Yeah, so that might come down to maybe 62, 63. There might be some resistance, like if there's some rebound that take place. Yeah, so that's for WTI oil. Then another one important one is the VIX. So yeah, VIX spiked after this breakout of 28, this resistance. Then it just picked up the past few days. So I think for now, some resistance for VIX I think will be around 60s. So if you connect this was the COVID, the highs, the COVID's high was around 85. Then last year the yen carry trade unwind incident was around 65 over here. So if I connect these 2 points, some resistance might come here around 62 lah. So for the VIX this week. Yeah, so currently it's a bit it's a bit pulling back from the high open for VIX, but I think for now need to see whether this 45, that if it fills this gap, and if there's some rebound, then I think at least there still could be a bit of a volatility lah. So given that recently we look intraday, the indices as quite wild swings intraday, so I think yeah, there's still a chance for VIX to still maybe test this trend line resistance, maybe at 62, then see whether it holds a bit of resistance now. So I think that's for VIX. Then okay, last but not least, I'll talk about copper. So copper just came down quite a bit from the 5.17 swing high level, just came crashing down back to around the support zone, which is this 4.15 as well as 3.96 zone. So over here could be there's a long lower wick form today, a bit of a spinning top over here, so could see a bit of sideways going through as this support is likely to hold in the short term. Then resistance probably from this 4.9 to 4.45 onwards to about 4.6, this area. Okay, so that's it for the indices and commodities. I'll move on to the sectors. Our first one, I'll start with the Magnificent 7, which has seen the most of the sell-off. So for Magnificent 7, I'll use this Roundhill Magnificent 7 ETF as a gauge as a benchmark for the Magnificent 7 to see how they are doing. So overall, yeah, there's a breakdown of this very key uptrend support line over here last week. So there was a breakdown over here below 48. Then price was also below this 45.80 swing support. Currently pre-market about 39.60. So in terms of support, I think we're quite close. The max is quite close to this support zone over here around 30, close to 38.20. This was the yen carry trade, the swing low from last year before there was a period of rebound. So over here previously, this 38.2 to 39.6, this area, there could be some support coming in over here. This was a previous consolidation resistance, and then this was a swing low. So I think over here, if Magnificent 7 index here over here, there could be some short-term bounce. And then next support level to look out for is around 36, this swing low level. Yeah, in case, with the current volatility, you will never know. So whether there's a lower low. So I think this is the next level to look out for besides 38. Yeah. Then short-term resistance will probably come from rebound maybe towards like 42 to 43. There might be some resistance as the 5ME comes down. Yeah. So if it does retest the 5ME as it comes down, there might be some resistance from a bounce. So then next one I'll talk about the individual counters. So first I'll start with Meta. Yeah, so Meta, there was a break of this key uptrend support line since the November 2022. So currently price is around pre-market around 485 now. So I think in terms of the support wise, next current support I think likely will be closer to about 458 around here. So previously this was kind of a horizontal support level over here in the past where price held. So it might come back to this level to hold for a while first. Yeah. In terms of short-term resistance for now, in terms of short-term resistance, probably come from five like 503 onwards to about 522, this short-term resistance area lah. So that's for Meta. Okay, then for Amazon, also break down below this key uptrend support line over here. Then I think currently pre-market about 165.8. I think there could still be some drawdown. I think to test some of this key swing low support close to like 155 over here. This was the August swing low from last year. Then yeah, this was also like a consolidation in the resistance in the past and did a back test before moving higher. Yeah, so this might be a stronger support that price might come towards. In terms of short-term resistance for now, I would think probably around 173 to 173 onwards. Yeah. Okay, then for Apple, there was a break of some breakdown of a swing low support as well over here, 196. Yeah, 196 currently pre-market is about 180.7. So back at this area in the past, I think yeah, over here 172 to 177, some key levels to take note. Previously there was a gap that could be filled over here. This time, then 177 was a previous range consolidation resistance in March, April last year before it moved upwards. Yeah, so I think if it does come down to this level, we might see some short-term bounce from this previous resistance area for Apple. The next one is Netflix. So for Netflix, this one has been one of the more, I would say, resilient tech names. If resilient can be used as a term right now. So for Netflix, I think yeah, last week held a retest of 857 over here. This swing low support, I think might come down a bit lower because I think it's still quite overextended above this trend line resistance. So it's coming back down to retest. I think it might still come back a bit lower to test like 807 this swing low over here. Yeah. Okay, the next level is around 770 as well over here for Netflix. Okay, then last but not least, I'll talk about is Alphabet. So for Alphabet, this one is quite weak as well. Break down this uptrend support line and was hugging along this downtrend line support over here. Only pre-markets 145.50 about there. So I think maybe there could still be a little bit downside to perhaps retest this strong level over here close to 138, which was like a previous resistance, quite a strong resistance level in the past over here. And so I think this would be a key level to watch out for to see whether it could do a bit of a bounce from over here. Yeah, then below 138, the next key level I think will be closer to around 130 would be likely the next one. Yeah, so that's it for the Magnificent 7. I think overall, look at the index wise, if it does come down, test this swing low from Friday's last close, maybe about 7% downside. Then perhaps we could see a bit of bounce. If there appears to be the three black holes kind of pattern over here, where there's 3 consecutive strong days of increasing volume setting. Okay, so that's it for the Magnificent 7. Next one, I'll move on to the financial sector. So this one is the XLF, SPDR Financial Fund ETF. So for this, I think, yeah, breakdown of this support 47, around 47.40. Then price is likely coming back down to retest this trend support. Currently pre-market is under. So this support was around like 43.20 lah. I think let's see whether you can try to test this price and hold above it intraday today or not. Yeah, to see whether it can try to hold. If not, there might be some further downside towards like 41.60 over here. This will be the next support level to look out for, which was the previous range consolidation resistance. So that's for the XLF. I think over here still, yeah, see whether it can hold this trendline support 43.20 today. If not, mid next level 41.60. Okay, then I'll talk about the big four banks. First one starting off with JP Morgan. So JP Morgan currently breakdown of the uptrend channel support over here. Then currently I think it's around pre-market is around 202, which is this swing low level over here. So there's some support, I think 200, about 200, 202 this area. So let's see whether I can try to hold this area over here or not. Next area of support I think will be around closer to 180, 88 around here. Yeah, these two swing lows in the past. So that's, I think these are the two short-term levels to look out for. See whether first one to see whether it can hold around 200 today around here or not for a bit of a bounce. Yeah, then I think earnings is also coming out soon. Okay, next one is on Bank of America. So Bank of America, currently pre-market around 33.20s, which is around this level over here. So this was a previous recent, so could see whether there's some support that comes in around this level at around 33.20 over here. Then the next support level, I think the next one to look out for will be around 31.20, which was another previous recent in the past for Bank of America. So these two levels, I'll be looking at it. Then for next one is Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo, I think is possibly could come to fill a gap around like 57.80 over here. Yeah, then there could be some support over here. The next level of support I think will be around closer to about 54 perhaps for Wells Fargo. So these are two levels that to look out for now. Okay, then next one is Citigroup. Last one I'll talk about. So Citigroup also coming to some levels over here around some support over here. Previously the range support was around 58. Yeah, current market is about 55.50. So see whether you can try to hold this level. The next level to see will be around 50.7. This swing low level over here. So that's probably next level to look out for. Okay, so in general for the XLF, I think currently it's below this trendline support. See whether you can try to do a bit of a bounce to try to reclaim above this support level, close above it today. Given that this is also like a previous resistance over here around 43.20, 43.30 level. Yeah, if not, the next key level to look out for would be around 41.60 So maybe if it does come to this level, we're around 6% downside from the Friday's last close for the index. Yeah. Then next one I'll talk about is the semicons. So semicons have been hit also quite hard for the stocks. So stocks, I think this one just broke down of a head and shoulders pattern over here. So maybe I just draw it. Okay, this broke down the 4,300 key neckline and we have this head and shoulder. So just fresh breakdown last week. So in terms of projected level, right, 5,900 to about 4,200 to reach. Yeah, the projected target level over time could reach maybe like closer to 2,600 But for now, currently it's still around 3,600. So I think this one it could go a bit lower to retest the next key support level for the Semiconductor Index will be around, I think will be around 13160 this level. So 3160 was a previous resistance over here, then did a back test in October, then it held before trending stronger. So this I think this will be a key level. So from Friday last close, this will be like a 12% downside. So I think if it reaches there, there could be a bit of support in the short term. Then something I saw interesting on the weekly was that I was looking at it just now. On the weekly, it actually hit below this 200 MA on the weekly now. So previously during COVID March bottom rebounded over here during the 2022 the bear market also close to around here. Then there was a bit of rebound. So currently it's over here, but I think given the pace of the sell off, we could still see a bit of a downside now. But I think uh, if it reaches quite extreme levels like close to 3,001, 3,002, then I think there could be some short-term bounce to try and retest these levels because 200 MA is quite a strong level. Then previously when over here it also supported. Yeah, so in the case if break down here, then I think it will still could do a bit of comeback to test this level next time. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. I'll move on to the individual semicon counters. So first one up is NVIDIA. So NVIDIA currently around pre-market is around 89 for now. This swing close to this swing low support around 90.6 in August last year. So see whether there could be a few bit of bounce from this level over here. Yeah, given that this was quite a strong a bit of a resistance in the past as well. So let's see whether if it does a bit of bounce, then I think there could be some short-term rebound towards like 99. Sorry. Maybe like 99 could be a bit of resistance where it broke down below this trend line over here that could turn into resistance. Yeah, then below 90, the next key level, I would think closer to about 70, 76, perhaps this swing low level over here. Yeah. So first level of support around 90, see whether can hold today or not. Then if cannot, then we look at the next support level downwards. Okay, then AMD, this one is very weak. So this one formed another lower lows over here. So let me see. What's the next support? Yeah, so in terms of next support, I think will be maybe quite closer to 79 to $80. So previously, some previous recent swing low supports over here. 80 might be the next support level that it could test. Yeah, so over here, still no confirmation. It could still trend lower over here. Even it's coming down and increasing volume. So see whether $80 can hold or not for a bit of a bounce. Next one is on TSM. So for TSM, I think coming quite close to some support levels in the past. So this was the August last year swing low around 132. Currently pre-market about 136. So I think around here there could be some bounce from this level but this was a swing low support. Yeah. Then next support level down was around 125. Yeah, for TSM lessons. So earnings come out next week, if I'm not 17 April. Yeah, so I think these are the short-term support zone in the past. I think will still hold for the time being. For TSM. Okay, next one ASML. This sorry, Now this one, there was a breakdown of these are range support around 656 over here. Currently testing a previous resistance over here, 605. See whether I can hold as a support. If not, next level to look at probably will be around closer to 560s lah. This next range consolidation lows in the past back in October 2023. Yeah, so I think for now still quite strong same momentum. See whether you can hold some of the support levels. Okay, then next one for Marvel, yeah, breakdown of an uptrend support line and momentum came and selling currently around 47.55. Yeah, so over here, I think 46 might be a bit of a support. So there was swing in the past and then some resistance as it consolidated and range back in 2023. So I think this might be a level that it could do a bit of bounce from an important level. Next one below, probably around 42 will be the next support for Marvel to look out for. Then I'll talk about three more, which is Micron, as well as Intel. So for Micron, this one breakdown of a very prolonged range. The key support was at 84, then broke down. So currently looking for the next level. In probably like 63 is a quite key level in the past, where it consolidated quite a while previously over here. Yeah, from my previous drawings. So 63 key support level, it could do a bit of a bounce over here. And next one, probably like around close to 60 will be another key level. So that's for Micron. See whether 63, this key level in the past, can try to hold the price today or not. Okay, then for Broadcom, testing around like 143.80 right now pre-market. So I think in terms of support, this is quite a strong level, 138. Previous raise consolidation resistance over here tested on Friday. So that you can try to hold this level today on again or not. Yeah, then if you can, there could be some slight bounce. Next support level downwards probably around 130 from this August swing low level, and then next one around 120, around 190, 120 level for Broadcom. Over here, this was a previous range consolidation. Yeah, then for next one for Intel, yeah, Intel also back towards the range support. So I think over here, like this around $19 level could hold the price. Over here, this is a support level. Yeah, then below that would be around perhaps like 1760 could be the next support for Intel. Yeah, around yeah, 1760. Okay, so that's it for the semicons. I think yeah, interesting in terms of the weekly is touched the 200 MA support level in the past. So also looking whether to see whether they can hold this level over here or not. Yeah. If it not, the next key support level probably around 3160. That will be a very strong support level for the semiconductors. Okay, then last but not least, I'll talk about the EV stocks. So first one is Tesla. Tesla, this one a bit stronger than the rest of the market. So just kind of trading sideways while the market was selling off. So this one I think interesting today. See whether 220 can hold as a bit of a short term horizontal support over here. If we can, then we might see a bit of a slight bounce and maybe like 240s over around like 240 over here would be some resistance from this swing low supports in the past. Yeah, so it could do a bit of sideways consolidation if 220 holds. Below 220, if it break through, then I think the next key level of support probably around 180s, around 190 over here. This was like a previous swing. There was a swing low over here, and then previous range consolidation resistance also. So that probably is the next key level. Okay, then for Xpeng, yeah, coming off now, pre-market is around 1733. So I think this is that's now currently testing a previous resistance level over here. See whether it can hold. If not, the next key support level I think will be around 1570 lah. 1570 over here. Was a previous swing high level that there's a support over here. And the next one for Rivian, I think, yeah, Friday tested a swing low 1070. Currently, pre-market is around 1070 as well. So see whether this level can hold. If not, next support level probably around 980 over here. Then last one I'll talk about is new. Yeah, for new, I think this one is just quite weak. So breakdown below the $4 support, also below 37. Let's see where's the next level of support. Probably could come at around 280 perhaps. Around 280 about there. Okay, so that I think that's it for the counters. I will cover the counters that we have in the Q&A now. So first up, hi BY, counters ARM, Pfizer, and Novo Nordisk. Yeah, so for ARM, I think this one has come down to a quite interesting level because this is come around 230 now pre-market. There might be a chance to fill out this gap. So this is around 77, 78 now. So previous resistance as well. So I think if it does come to this level, there could be a chance that there could be some sort of a rebound from this level over here. Yeah. So I think so this will be interesting level to see whether there could be some bounce over here. Okay, next one is on Pfizer. So Pfizer, this one this one just came back down to like around 22.17 now pre-market. So that will be close to like the COVID lows, the March 2020 lows. So I think some support could come in around like 2180 over here. Yeah, see whether they can hold this swing low one. And then overall, I think this one is just still quite weak on the consolidation breakdown over here. I think we could still see the price come down, I think, a bit further to test some of the stronger support levels. So previously this was the rally part, not much support. This was a previous consolidation. So at around 56.50, there was a quite a strong resistance over here in the past that could have a better chance of supporting the price for Novo Nordisk. So I think it could still come down a little bit more to test this level. Okay, hi Alan. Good evening. Your counters are Upstart, Grab, Net, Cloudflare, as well as Applied Materials. Yeah, so for Upstart, currently pre-market about 31.50. Likely to test this consolidation support in the past around like 29 to 30 this level lah. this was a range consolidation in the past. So I think I see could hold a bit of a bounce from this resistance. Previous resistance now could serve as a bit of support. Yeah, then if not, the next support level could be a gap fill over here around 24.50. Then around 21.30 over here as well. So I think this is this level first, see whether it can hold at around 29 to 30. Okay, then for Grab, it's around 365. So this was a previous resistance. See whether it could hold as a bit of a support over here. If not, next key support level, I think will be closer to around 335 perhaps. Yeah, 335 then. Yeah, that could be a next support for Grab. But just fresh breakdown of support around 4. So I'm not sure whether this 360 can hold quite strong or not. Yeah. So I think the next level is probably 335 and 360 for Grab in the short term. Okay, then for Cloudflare just broke down like 107, this support tested okay, then tested 97 with the previous consolidation resistance. So I think this one might compound a bit lower. I think to test maybe 87. 87 was a range resistance over here in the past and consolidation support. So this level might hold for a bit of a bounce at this level for Cloudflare. Okay, then for Applied Materials, yeah, this one also witness below the trend line break 136, currently around 124 pre-market. So in some of the key levels for 122, perhaps 222, let's see whether there's perhaps some bounce from this previous range consolidation resistance. Then afterwards, the next key support was probably around 108, 109 over here for Applied. Okay, then next question is on MSI, SMH and NVIDIA. Okay, so for MSI, yeah, this one I think there was like head and shoulders formation breakdown. Then neckline is around 100, 430, currently around 397. So I think yeah, I think over here we could still see price come down a little bit, maybe towards 382 as the next support level over here. Three. Yeah, if it tests 382, then there could be some slight bounce, I think, for MSI. So that's the next support level. For SMH, SMH 176 is a level, currently 174.5 pre-market. The next support level around 163, 164 over here for SMH. Then Nvidia just now, Nvidia talked about it just now around $90. I think see whether 90 can hold this swing low support. Then if not, next one is maybe closer to like 75 now. The next strong support. Okay, then next one is on TLT. I think healthy probably still trending upwards, this expanding edge. So I think for now, short term, there could be some pullback towards the support probably around $90, around close to $90. We have this trend line support also I think will be a psychological level as well for now. Yeah, so I think for now there could be some short term pullback towards this level, uh towards $90. A bit of resistance over here around 90, above 93.8, 93.50 onwards for the time being. And then for United Health, this one pulling back from the resistance at 545 high volume as well. That could still, I think this one could still come down from this resistance. So next support level, I think probably like around close to 500, 497, 500 level. Over here, likely to test this level. And then for Lum Research, okay, currently it's around this swing low level, around 57. See whether it can hold over here. If not, the next key strong level, I would think would be around closer to 51.50. This was quite a strong resistance in the past. That would act as a good support if it does come down to this level. And then for Adobe, I think Adobe is just breakdown of a range consolidation. So I think next, see whether where's the next support? 330, around 320 to 330, I think over here will be a support. You see there was quite a long consolidation support over here. Yeah, so I think this zone 323, 35, there could be some support coming in for Adobe for a bit of a bounce perhaps. Okay, then for Celsius, this one a bit more resilient, still holding a bit sideways. So I think for this one, key resistance still around 36. So this one needs to, if this one wants to continue the strength, right, it needs to hold at least above like 30, 32 this level. So this was a breakout level over here. Also 20-day MA. Yeah, so over here, I think it could do a bit of sideways consolidation. Then if you can hold above, you can try to break out 37 again, then I think there could be some strength for a bit of a high bounce towards like 42 next. Yeah. Okay, for Palantir, sorry, for Lockheed Martin, I think it's coming down. Maybe retest this 420 support. So that could hold as a bit of a support level over here. Next key support level downwards will be around like 400, this swing low level over here. Then for Palantir, I think this one just broke down $80 again. So this was like a range, breakdown 80. I think likely to come back down to test 65, 66 around this level. So see whether they can pull up for a bounce. And next one level will be around 58 over here. Yeah, so I think these two levels in the short term. Okay, next one is on Enphase Energy. So I think this one overall still, yeah, a bit more okay, like this one, the fall is a bit more gentle as compared to the overall market. Could maybe still hold as a bit of a support over here around 52. Over here, there was a bit of selling couple of company with volume, a bit of rebound. So it does come in to test this level. There might be some bounce. But overall, still resistance above 60, very strong resistance over here since the breakdown. So maybe a bit sideways, but overall could still trend lower because it's in the downtrend. Okay, next one I'll talk about next question is on 2800, which is a tracker fund Hong Kong. Yeah, so for tracker fund Hong Kong, this one broke through the previous resistance over here, $21 today, then close around $20. Next support level, I think like could likely test this would be this 1920. 1920, this previous resistance, then double bottom over here. See whether it can hold at this level. If it does test like tomorrow or not. Yeah, so that's for tracker fund. Next support level will be like below 1920 will be like 1820. So this was like previous horizontal resistance over here as well in the past. Next one is 3067 Hong Kong, which is the Hang Seng Tech ETF. So this one, yeah, quite similar. Below the $10 previous recent, and next support level around 870. Around 870 so over here. See that can hold a bit over here. Then after 870, next strong support will be around close to $8 for this Hang Seng Tech ETF. Yeah. Before American Airlines came back down to a level like 830 to $9 over here. So this is a swing low in the past. So they are coming down to this. I'll see whether they can hold over here for a while. Yeah, but overall still quite very weak over here, just trending downwards. And then TNA, yep, it's a leverage ETF. So this one is a small cap hold 3 times. So for this, yeah, put below the key support 3250, then it's currently now 1970 pre-market. So book below this support around 2150, see whether you can try to reclaim this level. If not, there could still be uh some downside towards maybe next support around 1540. So that's be the next key support level for this this TNA. Okay, then there's a question about 3 local banks. So I'll talk about DBS, UOB as well as OCBC. Okay, so for DBS, I think yeah, today just kept within is the open and close is around the key levels. So this was the 37 to about 39.30. So just around here. But I think that it could still fall. I think could still fall because it's I would think a bit of resistance from 40.50 to 41.30, this 200 MA level, as well as a breakdown of a horizontal level. So I think it could come a bit lower for a more strong support, like 34 to 35 is the next support level that it could test. Yeah, then if the sell off is quite serious, then there's also another upward trend line support over here that is quite significant. So this is also something that I'm also looking for, yeah, in case it tests over here for DBS. So I think will be a bounce intraday. I think that could still be of a it could still try to make a continue the pullback towards like 34, 35 in the short term. Then UOB, I think it's quite similar as well. Tested I think short for now it's the resistance around 34.40, swing low as well 211. So in terms of support and in terms of the strongest support, I think it's probably around 28 to 28.70 this area over here. Previous strong consolidation level before the breakout. Then also over here I have this like uptrend support line. So I think this will be a quite important area, 28 to 29 around here. So I think it could still maybe come down as it's probably at around the short-term resistance over here. And then for OCBC, also quite similar. Also the 200 MA, all the charts are quite similar over here. I think for now, short-term resistance like 15.80 to about $16. I think could still pull back a little bit. Could still pull back towards maybe like 1430 to 1480, perhaps this area over here. Yeah. Then if there's a more serious pullback, perhaps it could test this uptrend support line over here as well. That will bring maybe closer to 1340, this swing low support. Okay, hi MS, your question is on Hang Seng, Hang Seng Index. So it's a futures. Yeah, so Hang Seng Index, this one, yeah, down 13% today is most since, I think I read it was most since 1997. So yeah, come back to test this trendline support for now. Not sure whether it's still hold yet. So currently this is one support level that it has Tesla 19.8K. Next support level I think to look out for will be 19K. This double bottom over here that kick-started the rally. Then also another level will be 18.2K. This like inverse head and shoulders breakout level. So I think yeah, to see whether there's some it can bounce off from these levels or not for Hang Seng Index. For now, just first day, the fresh momentum come down. Yeah, from the recent sell off. Okay, hi Sharon, your good evening. Your share is the next two support reasons for Meta and Tesla. Okay, in terms of support wise, if next two support, I think probably will be like 480 as well as like 400 so 455 perhaps. Then short-term resistance I think will be like 525 as well as like 135 around there. Then for Tesla, I think short-term support, see whether these two 220 can hold. Below 220, next key support, I would think it's closer to 190 perhaps. Yeah, then short-term resistance will be around like 245 about there, 245 to 260. And then for Alibaba, I think this one today below the key level of 114. So currently I think it could still go a bit lower to test the next support level, probably around 96, 97 at this level, be the next one. The next support will be like around $90 over here for Alibaba. Okay, CrowdStrike, sorry, for Baidu, I think come back to test this 75.50 key support level, close around here. Yeah, so need to see whether there's a bit of bounce. If not, they could still form lower lows downwards. Okay, then there's a question. What's your views on Chinese ADR in general following the fallout? What's the sector that's most impacted? Okay, I think Chinese ADR, in overall for them, I'm not sure if the severity of the impact to the various sector, but for let's say for the index itself, when I look at Hang Seng, if I take a if I look at the weekly chart, yeah, if there's some further pullback, I think that there could still be a little bit downside for the Hang Seng index, maybe towards the next key level, I think like 18.7 maybe 18.7K. There's a 100 MA support level here as well as a swing low. Yeah, so today still very hard to tell because today is down 13%, the first day of the sell off for Hang Seng. Uh, yeah, so I think I think there could still be a bit more downside until like the dust has settled quite a bit. Okay, hi Matthew, your counter TZA Young and SQQQ. Then there's also a follow-up question. Will you buy this when they pull back because of short sell covering? Usually very fast and aggressive. And so TZA is the small cap bear 3 times. So is that perhaps a bit of there's some level here around 23 in the past, right? Around this level. So I think for now, next key level resistance will be around 25 as well as 26. 25 to about 26.50, there could be a next resistance level over here. Okay, yeah. Then next one is Young, which is the final bear 3 times. So for this, just break out of this 44, 35 level today. I think I assume there could be some continue on the momentum for a bit. Next resistance maybe at 36, 63.50 next from this breakdown level over here. Then for SQQQ, SQQ, I think next level would be this. Currently, is a pre-market around this level, 54.30, could pull back from this level. Then next level is around 59.80. So these are the next two short-term levels. So then personally for me, I think I wouldn't look at it because there's a lot of it's leverage. So I think this kind of market condition, it could be very volatile. Yeah. So so I think I wouldn't look at it. Okay, so hi, Veronica. So your question is on CrowdStrike. So CrowdStrike, I think overall, see whether this support level here 306 can hold. For the is a support. Then next level to look at will be, I think, next support level probably around next key level around 276 over here. This resistance and then support over here. So these are the short term levels. Yeah, okay, then there's a question. Is this morning 11 a.m. weekly market call webinar recorded in YouTube? Yeah, so it's recorded. We'll post the link up shortly. And so the admin will help to post the recording soon. Yeah, so thanks. Okay, then there's a next question. Do you think whether this is an oversell without any fundamentals and with no data? Okay, I think it's just I think the market is in shock lah, because it started off from Thursday after the reciprocal tariffs are down. I think it's much steeper than the market expected, because previously I think there were speculations about it being a tiered system from 10 to 20%. Then when he bring out the board, right, and everyone saw was like you have tariffs like 30, 40, 50%. So that really shocked the market. And then on Friday was also China retaliation. So that really bring down the sentiment even further. So I think overall it looks like an oversell, but I think it could be quite justified also because of the implications of all these tariffs. There's a bit of a perhaps revision to some of the estimates. I think personally for me, I think there could still be one more like bad thing that could come out, is perhaps coming from the EU lah. So that's what the market is waiting for also. So I think EU probably will retaliate, but we don't know the amount yet. So I think if that comes out, then if the market sells off again, then I think that could be it lah for the short term. That's my own guess lah, because I think there will be like EU, Canada, and China probably are these three that will retaliate for now. So I think if that comes out, then the short-term negatives could have been come out, then we could see a bit of a bounce. Yeah, so that's my own view. Let's see, but let's see how it goes. Okay, next question is on 3067. Yeah, 3067 is a Hang Seng Tech. Let's see, this one I think covered just now, big below 10. Next level will be like 870. 870 as well as around $8 this level. Then for Ping An, yeah, Ping An currently testing around this $40 level. See, then I think next level support levels to look out for will be right 3670 lah. 3670 over here. Okay, then Nike also. Yeah, Nike, I think the key level in the past was over here around 54 to 55. So previous quite a strong resistance in the past that could do is a bit of a support. The next level probably around $50. Yeah, so I think over here there could be some bounce from this bit of a level, but I think still quite a short-term resistance ahead. 59 to 60 perhaps, since it's also quite impacted from the current tariffs. Okay, the next question is on Eli Lilly. So on Eli Lilly, I think this one broke down this level around 795, this horizontal level. Then currently market is around 698. Yeah, so I think for this one might still come a bit lower. I think in terms of this is a support level at 687, but it's not very strong. So I think the next stronger ones will be perhaps at this area between like 620 to 640 area. So if it does come to this level, then I think there could be a chance of a bounce from this. Okay, I think there's a question why China Hong Kong stock slump instead of rallying after China imposed 34% reciprocal tariffs on US imports in response. So I think overall I think it's perhaps of two reasons for me. I think because if you look at the Hang Seng Index, it was closed on Friday. So I think that time so it skipped a day of trading now, skip a day of fear. So I think it made up for it today by slumping. So that's probably one. Then second thing is that I think the market is just fearful of a trade war, a full-blown trade war taking place between China and US. So that really dampened the sentiments. Yeah, so because of these two biggest economies. So that's my own guess, like why it slumped so much. And maybe third reason is perhaps also because when you look at Hang Seng, it's one of the stronger markets this year. Then I think for those like they are still in profits, if they were fearful, then maybe they cashed out. Uh yeah. So that explains the slump as well when it was a stronger performing market. Okay, then there's a question on media. So that's a Hong Kong counter. So I think this one, yeah, it was consolidating sideways between like around $71 to $80. Then yeah, today breakdown of that. So I think there could be still some momentum downwards to maybe retest the IPO price close to 61 over here perhaps. Yeah, so that's for me. I think a bit of weakness in the short term. Okay, hi James, your counters are TRV as well as Exxon. Okay, TRV it's travelers companies. This one overall range consolidation was then took down the support level here at like 251. So I think we'll still pull back like further to maybe come back to the stronger support area between like 230 around 233 this level over here. Then perhaps there might be a bit of a bounce. Yeah, since overall it looks like a range trading, more of a still range trading kind of counter. Okay, then for Exxon Enterprise, yeah, this one I think testing the support a few times around here, say 490s, and then previously make a lower a range consolidation over here. So I think there could be a breakdown to test some of the lower levels like 400. Previous reasons over here like 445, 446 over here perhaps. Okay, I'll take the last few questions on HST, TID, YYY, and SCY. So HST, I think it's all the Singapore names. So HST is the Hang Seng Tech. So for HST, I think today hit this level 71 to 74 cents. So first support level. Um yeah, well, there could be a bounce if it holds this level, even tested three times in the past. But if it gaps below it, then it could come down to the next key level. So that's about 64 cents will be the next key support level. Then TID is the MS China. Yeah, so for this, I think yeah, broke down 2188. So on the way, I think could test likely to test this 1970 level. This then see whether there's some support coming in. Yeah, then for YYY, it's yeah, down below around 163 today. So I think yeah. Then testing around 155 next level. See whether you can hold this level. If not, the next Support level I think could test maybe like 146. Yeah. Then for SCY, yeah, this one the volume is not much, but break below 80 cents. So I think previously the next key support was around perhaps maybe at 61 cents over here. Yeah, so that and in the middle there could be some support around like close to 69 cents, which is around the current price. Yeah, so see whether I can hold over here. Okay, I'll take one last question on the trans line. For Transdive, I think this one, yeah, break down the 1,300 today, actually tested around 1,240. So see whether it can hold this level, but we can't, then could still come down to the next key level will be around like 1,140. So this might be a stronger level over here. Yeah, so I think that's for Transdive. I think that's all for today. I will stop sharing my screen. Yeah, I'll just share the link for the survey link, as well as the link to join the poetry community chat. Yeah, so if you have any feedback about today's session, you can feel free to fill out the survey form in the link or in the webinar chat. And also, if you're new, feel free to join the poetry community at TA if you haven't. You can download using the link over there. And can leave questions you have inside the chat. Also, if you're new, also feel free to join the Poems Telegram community group at Poems TA as well. So I think that's all for today's session. Yeah, I see Alan's comment. Yeah, good night everyone, and yeah, good luck to all of us. I think that's very important. And yeah, let's see what kind of things Trump will continue to say this week, and what kind of moves, what kind of retaliation moves or deals that other countries will want to push out. I think that's probably more important right now. And then also combined with maybe some of the, also looking at some of the fixed, see whether if it hits very high levels, then it might be worth a try. I think you never know. So uh, not not normal market conditions right now. So everyone please take care, and I hope to see you all again in the next session. And perhaps hopefully we see a bit of a bounce. So that's all for today. Everyone have a good week ahead, and good night. Bye bye.